Every morning the world starts quietly, one soft light at a time. Homes flicker awake, shops open. People take those first small steps into a brand new day. And in all of that ordinary movement, there's something kind of extraordinary. A moment worth noticing, a spark you feel before you even name it. Sometimes it's quiet, sometimes it's small, but kindness shows up right on time. And every morning we choose to show up with you so we can look for that spark together.
Good morning. I'm Matt Roof, the Uncommon Kindness Guy, and this is Kindness Rising. Let's rise together.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to Kindness Rising. This is the show that believes tradition is important, but also believes tradition should occasionally be questioned, be poked at, or gently roasted, because today we are officially acknowledging something that many of us already know. Some traditions are sacred, some are sentimental, and some exist because someone once said, okay, hear me out. This is Kindness Rising.
This is Kindness Rising.
Yes, this is Tradition Week here on Kindness Rising. I'm Matt Roof, the Uncommon Kindness Guy. I come here every weekday morning, 7:30 a.m. Eastern, to get you up with a little bit of hope, a little bit of humanity, and a little bit of heart. And again, this is Traditions Week, and today we are talking about some weird traditions. We're going to get into discussion about one of the weird traditions that's become a tradition in my home. We are going to talk about weird traditions from around the globe. I'm interested to know, what are the weird traditions that you have in your house? Because we tend to treat tradition as if it has to be ancient and meaningful, like there's some kind of handbook or a committee or something that decides what tradition is. And always one person, well, we've always done it that way before. We can't do it since before you were born. We've been doing that, and actively blocking any suggestion that might improve it. Come on, let's be honest. Most traditions don't start with wisdom. They start with a circumstance. Someone was bored, someone was stubborn, somebody made a different recipe accidentally, or they didn't want to cook twice, or some other reason that tradition becomes, it's a thing now. This is what we're doing now. Tradition comes out of circumstance. It also comes because it's repeatable. It's repeatable. You can do it once it kicks in. That's when the meaning follows with your traditions, right? Oh, we did that last year. We're doing it again. Oh, yeah, that's great. Oh, we did not do it this year. Whatever. But that is when traditions become traditions, is when it becomes repeatable. It starts with the circumstance and then becomes repeatable. We romanticize it, for sure, like it's supposed to actually like reduce our stress. Good morning, Sebastian Hearing. Good morning. Yes, okay, I got you there, buddy. We are all good with your 6-7. All right. Yeah, it's good to see you, though. I'm glad that you are here, those of you who have come in, and we are talking about tradition and the fact that traditions are supposed to reduce stress. Oh, it's repeatable. We know what we're doing. We got this, blah, 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 blah. Sometimes it does, but when they stack on top of each other, and they lose their meaning, that's when you start to have to question, what are you doing? What are you doing? Because half the time the tradition becomes why we're stressed. It's supposed to reduce stress, but it's actually becomes why we're stressed. Who's going to host? What time? What version is right? Why does this year feel different? And that's the part we forget. The tradition doesn't exist to impress anyone. It actually exists to connect us, to bring us together. Kenneth Best, you kicked your brother off the trampoline. That sounds like a great way to be kind. Is that your Christmas tradition there, Kenneth? Kicking your brother? All right, all right. I disagree with you, Deegan, but we can talk about it. Good morning, Roseanne Roof. Good morning. I disagree with you, Deegan. Be kind. Be kind is the way to be. If you don't know it, someday you will, because I didn't know it before either. And then I figured it out. We're not here for ourselves, we're here for others. And that's why I am here every weekday morning, 7:30 a.m. Eastern on Kindness Rising. You also kick them off a balcony. Okay. Well, sounds like you're escalating there, Kenneth. All right. Anyway, those are traditions. Traditions are allowed to change. Oh, nice. Kicked him off the balcony, landed on the trampoline. What happened next? Do I believe that the music listened to has a negative impact on my life, Brian? Just the opposite. The absolute opposite. Music is one of the most vital parts of the positive impact in my life. Music of all kind. Oh boy, sounds terrible. All right. So we are talking about traditions, and now I want to change gears a little bit and do our Be Kind Rewind. Some of you may know this, some of you may not. Some of it may not. Daniel Allison, good morning. Good morning. What does kindness mean to me? Kindness to me means showing up every day here on Kindness Rising at 7:30 a.m. That's how I do it, by being available to people, by rising above the noise of everyday life. There's so much out there in the world that's trying to drag us down and divide us. And by showing up here every day, it means that I have an opportunity to spread that kindness, to help people achieve a level of peace and contentment within themselves before we go out into the world where all the noise and all the messages try to drag us down and divide us. Nice. Good to see you all. Yes. All right. So I do want to talk about Festivus. You guys know Festivus? It's for the rest of us. Let's rewind to it. It's a holiday that did not come from ancient folklore. It actually came from a 1990s sitcom, and where the writer said, what if we just admit it's a show about nothing, but what if we admit exactly how holidays feel sometime? And I am going to try this. Boom. For those of you who are not familiar with Festivus, I will give you just a little snippet of the story of Festivus.
I got your message. I haven't celebrated Festivus in years. What is your interest?
Well, just tell me everything, huh?
Many Christmases ago, I went to buy a doll for my son. I reached for the last one they had, but so did another man. As I rained blows upon him, I realized there had to be another way.
What happened to the doll?
It was destroyed. But out of that, a new holiday was born. A Festivus for the rest of us.
That must have been some kind of doll.
And at the Festivus dinner, you gather your family around and tell them all the ways they have disappointed you over the past year.
And is there a tree?
No, instead there's a pole. Requires no decoration. I find tinsel distracting.
Frank, this new holiday of yours is scratching me right where I itch.
Let's do it then.
All right.
Festivus is back. I'll get the pole out of the crawl space.
Well, happy Festivus.
All right. Tried something new there with the Festivus. There it is. Were you able to hear that? I never did it before, so hopefully it worked for you all. Yeah. All right. Well, Oh boy. I'm back, but I'm back, baby. Festivus is back. Festivus is ridiculous. We love it here in our house. We are celebrating it today. It is celebrated on the, I don't know how I keep going into that mode. All right. It is celebrated on December 23rd for those of us who follow the Festivus tradition started by Seinfeld. Absolutely. But here's the thing. Like I said, those writers, they just admitted this is a festival. What do these traditions mean? They're all kind of made up anyway. What really means is the feelings that go along with it. And what is Festivus? An aluminum foil, no decorations because tinsel is distracting. And then they air the grievances. It's just honesty with a microphone and feats of strength because nothing resolves emotional tensions like a little bit of light wrestling. This is not tradition. It's group therapy with rules, and people celebrate it. We celebrate it too. We're going to watch it tonight. Here's the thing. You can love your family and still have notes and still have some feedback for them. You can gather with them and still be honest, and you can belong without being perfect. And that's why festival works, because it's relatable and it's shared. And that is Festivus for sure. A little chaotic, but we're doing it together. And I think Sensei Whiskers knows a thing or two about Festivus.
Okay, Festivus rules. What do we do first?
You disappoint everyone.
Then?
You blame family.
A classic.
Okay, Sensei Whiskers reminding me to disappoint everyone and then blame them. Just kidding. Of course not. That's not what happens in real life, is it? Is it? I don't know. Anyway, holidays bring up all kinds of emotions and all kinds of history and memories and that kind of stuff. So you never know. But that was meant to be a joke. Blame each other for our weirdness, our own weirdness. All right. Sebastian, you're watching Die Hard. That's a Christmas movie. We had this discussion yesterday. Die Hard is definitely a Christmas movie. Absolutely. Sebastian. I try to pick and choose who I talk to and what I respond to. You know, there's certain things we can ignore. Yes. All right. All right, Ken Amaro. Nice. Whatever floats your boat. Thank you for coming here. I hope this floats your boat coming here to Kindness Rising every weekday morning, 7:30 a.m. Eastern. I am Matthew Roof, and I am here to help you get up with a little hope, humanity, heart, humor, have a little bit of fun, rise above the noise, rise above the noise. That is what it's all about for me. I like to start my day with a little bit of positivity, a little bit of positive thinking, a little bit of giving back, a little bit of community building here on Kindness Rising and as part of the Mornings in the Lab network with Keith, John, and friends coming up right after this for sure. So Patrick Ross climbing back up from the underground. What is up? It is good to see you, brother. Come on up and join the world. Where are you coming from? Join the world where there is light. And we are talking about holiday traditions. And boy, do we have some holiday traditions out there in the world that I learned about. And I think it'll be fun to share and talk about it. What's the weird stuff that goes on in your family, in your world, in your culture, whatever it may be, that some may think is weird, and it's just your tradition. It's not about judgment. It's actually about learning and sharing and enjoying all the varieties and complexities of life, because there is a lot of it out there, and there's a lot of joy that we can share with each other with our traditions. You guys know about what they do in Sweden? A Christmas Eve tradition in Sweden. I learned about this one today. 3 p.m. Christmas Eve in Sweden. A huge portion, like it's like their Super Bowl. They go to their televisions, they turn it on, and who's there? Donald Duck. It's the same clips, the same thing every year. It's like their holiday special, the Donald Duck special. People complain, oh, there's that Donald Duck again. They don't care. Just like the Super Bowl, I think of that. Like, they're getting like 60-70% of the population turning on the television for Donald Duck, the Macy's parade, whatever it is. But in Sweden, it is Donald Duck at 3 p.m. on Christmas Eve. And the tradition isn't about Donald Duck. It's about knowing that everybody else is watching it too. It's a common community thing that they do. I think that one is fascinating. I think it's very interesting when society, that's what media can do. It can draw the entire world to one place. It's unbelievable. Absolutely. Are there any traditions that you guys want to talk about what you do in your house that people might think are weird or in your culture? I love to learn about that. Absolutely. Anybody out there Greek? We're talking to people who have Greek culture and a Greek Christmas folklore, folk lore. Mischievous little goblins. I'm not talking about Krampus. Krampus has kind of become the thing. Eden Zalt. Glory to God. Amen. Danny Bursch. All right. Hey, Hattis Rickland. I thought it said Hattrickland. I'm like, oh. And so 6-7. There you go, buddy. Greek folklore, mischievous goblins are out there, and they are not the Krampus. They are the Calicantrazaroi. Can anybody say that? Calicantrazaroi. I can't say it. They're goblins. They're little goblins that sneak into homes. They steal the food, and they cause chaos. Yes, and families are keeping their fires lit and mark their doors to keep them away. Great. So what? What's the big deal about that? Krampus, yes, the evil thing. But here is where it gets funny, interesting. I want to say funny. That's the judgment. Interesting, different, and unusual ways that they prevent the Calicantrazaroi in some cultures. Here's what they do. They put a pig's jaw in their chimney. The pig's jaw is in the chimney, and I don't know. It's all just the jawbone, and apparently that will keep these little creatures away. So if you have a pig jaw, shove it up your chimney. See what happens. It might just keep the goblins away. And here's where it gets even just the next step of weirder or different. There are cultures and there's stories of this that believe that any children that are born during the 12 days of Christmas, they are at risk of becoming one of these goblins that might destroy everyone's Christmas. But there are things they can do to prevent that too. They wrap the child in swaddled garlic. Of course, why not? I mean, I love garlic as much as anybody else, but I'll certainly keep a number of things away, including the goblins. And the most unusual one, the most interesting one to me was the children don't have their toenails clipped. Children who are born between the 12 days of Christmas, they don't have their toenails clipped. They're not allowed to clip their toenails. They singe them off. Are you kidding me? Okay. Singe your toenails off to prevent yourself from becoming a goblin if you were born during one of the 12 days of Christmas. videotape yourself doing it and bring it here. I'd love to see it. If you are singeing your toenails off, that would be an interesting. That might win the dumb shit award over on Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends, let me tell you. And you can get on over there and see all the crazy stuff that's going on there at 8 o'clock today. Keith, John, and friends will be over there talking about all kinds of things to help you not hit the snooze button as part of the Mornings in the Lab network. We are building the world's best, the world's greatest, the world's purpose-driven network to help people get up, get after it. And if you want to go live, we can help you do it live, because live is where it happens. Conversations in the chat, conversations with guests on the show. That is where you are able to show your true authenticity, your true self. It's a great way to do it. So, and we can help you. Reach out to me, Matt Roof, here or on LinkedIn, and I'll be glad to tell you about how we could help you get your message out there with authenticity, educate, show your expertise, build trust with a community by going live. That's it. We've got one more wild holiday magic global story here. Do you guys know Kagetio? Anybody know Kagetio? This is the Christmas poop log. Honest. And I'm going to try my little trick once again. The Christmas poop log. It's a log with a face, a hat, and a blanket. You feed it, you sing to it, then you beat it with a stick until it poops out presents. Did you guys see that? Was I even presenting that after all of that? I hope I was. I was laughing at it. Let me know. I may have, whatever. We'll see what happened. I try new things and sometimes it doesn't end as I expected. All right, let me know if you were able to see Kagatio, because that is a ridiculous pooping log from Catalonia, Spain, and yeah, they beat it with sticks and poops presents. It's a tradition. I don't really fully understand where it came from. I tried to find out where it came from, and what I found was nobody actually knows, except that it's been going on, oh crap, for hundreds of years that they have that. And they also have in Catalonia, Spain, the Caganer. Does anybody know, or Caganer? My lingual skills are not that strong as far as this goes, but this is actually hysterical to me too. And it's not meant in any irreverent way, but they actually place within their nativity scene the birth of Christ, Joseph, Mary, the animals, the angel Gabriel coming down, and in the corner, a man with his pants pulled down, fully defecating, taking a shit in the manger. It's a thing, and it's been going on again for hundreds and hundreds of years. The Kagane, and it's become a cultural thing. It's actually a thing. You can buy licensed Kaganes. You can have SpongeBob pooping in your manger if you want, and it's respected and revered and honored. I guess it reminds us that no matter what life's gifts we have, sometimes we gotta gives us some shit too, I guess. I don't know. Um, but it's a very interesting little tradition from Catalonia, Spain, that they fill a log with poop or with presents, beat it till it poops it out while their Kagane sits in the manger observing them. Something there, isn't there? Absolutely. All right. That's our weird traditions Christmas. We talked about Festivus. We talked about Greece. We talked about Sweden. We were thinking about watching Donald Duck tomorrow at 3 p.m. Christmas Eve. It is Festivus. Don't forget to go home, air your grievances, have your feats of strength, but do it together. Whatever your traditions are out there, do them together and build new traditions for sure. Vixie, welcome in. Welcome. Thank you for joining us here on Kindness Rising. I come here every weekday morning, 7:30 a.m. Eastern, on the Kindness Rising channel on YouTube and on LinkedIn. And I will be here again tomorrow. So come on in and check us out. We always give you a little something to take away with you so that you have a little something about for your day, a little something, a reminder to take away about traditions. Remember, anything that brings people together in positivity, creating memories, having a laugh, perhaps, or sharing of ourselves with each other, that counts as a tradition. If it makes you laugh, a true hearty belly laugh, then it's working. That's a tradition worth keeping. Laughter is what keeps us together. And I know we have some always at our holidays. Always somebody cries too. As a matter of fact, we used to say, it's been a while since I've said it's not Christmas Eve until someone's crying. But it's been a while. We haven't had too many tears of late on Christmas Eve, but we had lots of them. Anyway, if it makes no sense, but everyone is showing up anyway, congratulations. You've got yourself a tradition. You've just birthed a tradition. Pooping logs, burning off toenails, watching Donald Duck, watching Festivus, lighting candles, whatever it is that you do, playing a game. We play a lot of games at the holidays around this time of year. For sure, I'm looking forward to playing some games. I am looking forward to doing some Zoom Facebook calls this year together, and it'll be what it'll be until tomorrow morning at 7:30 a.m. when I come back here to Kindness Rising. Again, this week, Kindness Rising, we're talking about tradition, and today's little reminder is simple. You're allowed to make stuff up. Tradition doesn't have to be heavy. It doesn't have to be serious. And it definitely doesn't have to make sense, because sometimes the kindest thing you can do is lighten the whole thing up and just show up. Have a great day, everyone. Until tomorrow morning, 7:30 a.m. Stay uncommon and stay kind. What if your mornings could be inspiring and ridiculously fun?
Kindness Rising isn't just a show, it's a full wake-up vibe.
It's freaking fun, people.
Yeah, man, it's got real get-after-it energy.
I love it.
Wake up with Kindness Rising.
I help purpose-driven people grow their impact. 5-ingredient recipe to help you build your personal brand. Get out there and take kind action.
If it's live, they'll feel it.
On Kindness Rising, we bring you proven strategies and fresh ideas you can actually use. If you're not failing, you're not trying.
Exactly. Fail fast, rebound faster.
You'll see the bloopers and the genuine connections that make kindness contagious. We sometimes get into a little bit of trouble.
Pretty much my life made the list.
You can trust what you see right here is honest, respectful, and uplifting. Social impact organizations, and we always talk about them. Try kindness. It's way cheaper than therapy. You just made my day.